Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday, the 13th of March. Want to talk again about the truth. The truth that will set you free, the truth that will save you. You know, I am the truth that will save you. Yeah. We have a truth. As humanity, as a single person, we have a truth that is our truth. And that we need to stand up for. That we need to speak our truth. But we're denying our truth. That is what makes us weak. We're fighting our own truth for the promise of something greater that we can't even define. You know, you cannot define God. You only have a very vague idea of this kingdom, only that, yeah, we'll all be happy, happy, happy there. So what is then your own truth? I have heard that said, I was in one of the few occasions that I did find myself in a church, and this guy is standing at the pulpit testifying, saying that he was saved by Christ, his family was saved by Christ, but his brother and his family were not. And he is now separated from his brother and his family, and that it causes him sadness, but it's the will of God, and the will of God must be done. Okay. That sadness, that feeling of sadness, again, feelings point to something, and they are the angels that go between, the messengers, go between us. So sadness points to loss. Sadness and a knowledge of loss. You've lost something. It is the angel that they call Azrael. And I was wondering, where did this feeling come from? You know, he said, I feel sadness at the loss of my brother and his family. And I'm wondering that because they are messengers. They are a flow of knowledge and energy. So I would say that it was not just him feeling that feeling of sadness and loss, but he was probably connected to his brother on that feeling. There was a spiritual connection between the two, and a messenger was going back and forth, bringing a feeling of sadness and a message of loss. And that was the truth. That was the experienced truth. And it was a spiritual truth. Truth on a higher level. That we are not just connected because, or disconnected because we are flesh. There are connections between us, and there are messengers that run between us, angels that run between us. Because we are spiritual beings. And our connections go far beyond the physical. Yeah, you're told you are disconnected. No, you're not. He was connected to his brother in sadness of the loss. But he, again, you are being told, overcome your lower nature. Fight those feelings of fear, of sadness, because they're holding you back. They're holding you back from completely committing to this thing that you know nothing about, really. You don't know it. And you will only know it when you are fully connected to it. Then the veil will rip and you will see the truth. Maybe you should see it before then. Once you're in it. A little bit late if you're waking up then to your own truth. I mean, at the moment, this kingdom, it is trying to rise at the moment, and they are mimicking our natural truth. They are. By saying we are your family, because that is our truth. That is how we are naturally connected. Family, friends, tribes. That is who we are. So they are pretending to be that. And in a better, greater way. Your natural family is nothing. We are the enlightened, better structure that will then become your family. And you're fighting your own truth. You're fighting to disconnect from your brother, from your sister, from your friends. To be part of that greater truth. But that greater truth is a pyramid system. The church is. The church becomes your family. That's a pyramid system. And they are all ruled over by an intention. Every one of them. So you replace, you subdue your truth, your true nature. And that is what it says in the Bible. They need to subdue nature in order to have dominion. So you subdue your own truth and you move into another family, which is the church, a corporation quite often. Yeah? When that becomes your family, when that becomes your life, when that is the only thing you are connected to, and you are starting to function within the laws of the corporation. Yeah, and Daddy at the top will give to you if you're a good boy and you're doing as you're told. And more than often subduing your natural nature in order to serve the kingdom of that corporation. Yeah, political parties, the mafia, we are family. Yeah. So they're all pretending to be your family. But you've got one, you've got a true family that you are connected to, where the angels do bring messages of your truth. But God will move you away from that. Now, in the first instance, because of the flow of energy between us, that is what sustains us. Yeah? So when you are disconnected, you are starved of energy, you are starved of connections. And you really are becoming desperate, and then they can even get you even easier into their structure. So no, you fight your lower nature. It will hold you back. Yes, a damn well should hold you back. Keep you in your truth. Show you your truth. Now the problem is that we're not telling each other our truth. Yeah? I mean, people can go into church, and I am not ashamed of my truth, my love for God, who I cannot define, and I know nothing about him, but I can declare my love for him, and I'm not ashamed of it. But we're finding it extremely hard to tell each other our truth, because we're being made ashamed of our own truth. People say we need to change, there needs to be a recess, we need to become something greater. No, we already were something greater. We need to go back. We need to, honest to God, that is our foundation. We need to return to our own foundation and stand strong in our own foundation, in our truth. And then go from there, and greater things will you do. Continuously give to one another. That should keep saying there's an underlying truth. It is an underlying truth now because we have moved away from it. Yeah? And I'm saying we have moved away from it. I'm not saying higher. We have moved away from the truth in several different directions. And we need to return. And we will become greater because that is what we naturally are. But that greatness will only show in our natural setting when we're stood in our truth. Only then can it shine through. You know, you cannot shine the light of your truth whilst you're engaged in battle with yourself, which you are. I mean, the good thing is you can't fully commit to the other either, which for most people you can't, and that's actually a good thing as well. So you're kind of in no man's land. You're not your own truth, and you can't fully commit to the other either. So, well, come on, make a choice. And make that choice with your eyes open. Yeah, return out of no man's land back to your own truth and stand in it. Or yeah, commit to the other, but do it with your eyes open. Know what it is you're committing to, and that you're losing your humanity, your truth, in order to serve somebody else's truth. Because that's what you're doing. So yes, it is actually your lower nature, your sadness, your fear, that is trying to save you, that is trying to bring you back to your own truth. And yes, it will hold you back from flying off into, well, fantasy land. If you can't define it, if you don't know exactly what it is, you're giving up something you know for a promise. And I think humanity should have learned something about promises by now. Anyway, here, I leave it at that for today. It was just let me say, I was in a conversation with the Inspire channel, and I was trying to leave a comment which didn't quite, I didn't post, so I take that as a sign. But I said in that, the more we talk about them, the more it becomes apparent that they're playing us like a fiddle. Only we do not know how to play this fiddle ourselves. Yeah? They know how to press all our buttons. We don't know how our buttons function. And if that is the case, you are becoming somebody else's tool. That's all they do. They use you as a tool. Spiritual, actually. Spiritual tool. And yeah, we really must see the truth, the underlying truth that was always there, that has never gone away. We must return to it. Anyway, I leave it at that. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.